Mr. Wellington. Yeah, your cell phone went through the day of the murder occurred. So what about it? You realize you got lost or what? What does that do? Puggity pug, pug pug. Hello. Oh, thank you. I'm searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give you this back. I'll be right there. Sorry I didn't catch your name. This was when you learned that her name is Maggie. Yeah. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? Client's name is Maggie, but the name was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek. This grown man just said eek. Order, order. But Your Honor, witness had no motive. Your point is very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. Absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive the witness could have had? Very simple, Your Honor. You sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Oh no. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone that the defendant found. We have determined that the people on the list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. Names are numbers belonging to people who are members of the certain con artist group. What? Con artist. Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage. An invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided the brilliant artist Mauricio Nachos. Okay. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. I think any of you knew what it's like to be in a refined man such as me. Your Honor, that this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Mission overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Just in case I didn't walk away for like 20 minutes. Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Wellington's a member of this group. No. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. Anyone who were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. And that's why you had to kill. No, this is too much, man. That's too much, man. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I Gotcha now. That police officer? Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. I said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Beep, hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. This yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Miss Wellington had to do was meet Miss Burry to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? Because Saul was a police officer. It's a valid point. What does the defendant think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Maybe we should think outside the box. Yeah, think like that. Let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Any thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up the phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well, Mr. Wright was something that didn't agree with the witness. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince is gone on his day right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up the phone was with the policeman. She couldn't have known they were going out, so we began to worry. He was afraid that the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I had do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on his phone. And he went into the panic? Is this what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Pug. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. Seems the truth had come out at last. Buddhist, Mr. Wellington, you are... He's laughing. What is that face? Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-grade education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence of the guy. All you have been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number that, this suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. Who's to say the phone is really mine, and where's your proof, your evidence? You want the proof? This phone is yours? Oh, I already told you earlier. The phone I've lost, I've already found it. You don't have to slight us a deal with whose the phone in your hand belongs to. And be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem in our hands with this phone. This phone is it without knowing that it is not as meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. The cell phone. There has to be something all I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. Phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are you trying to determine is who that phone belongs to? Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides you news, maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. When this is quite right, I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. Alright. Fingerprints. I'm glad we should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Hey, don't you remember? When you got the phone from Maggie, you wiped it off. What? It said there was sandal over it, so I wiped it. Pretty thoroughly, too. So much fun watching this third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Augie made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored. You can't check the numbers stored in this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You gotta be joking. Erase all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington? What's this about the tone of your voice? It sounds like you still had some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my, and now I remember? Beep. Oh, looks like they hung up. Good. I finally found it. Bonk. That's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Yeah, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. Like you'll come up a penny short. Where? Where did I go wrong? Blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. I made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? Court hereby concludes the cross-examination. That will be all. I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. It's a stressful day, so please bon appetit. I won't raise an objection. Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor. Cross-examination already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more insane questions. Inane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Do you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. Only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove anything, or everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. Sure, you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh, not that, Mr. Wright. This is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Does business's card added to the court record? Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be changing business cards? Your Honor, there's something very important about that card. This is... Back of the card. Card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Alright, if you say so. The defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. All the idiotic, stupid things to do. Ugh. What? Why's my phone? And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Beep. Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your? No, it can't be. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Ah. That's not healthy. I think he's dead? So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone, and in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he had become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding, is Mr. Wellington's naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? Oh, he was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. He's done it. Confetti. Hold. That is all. The court is adjourned. Later in the afternoon. I knew that it was the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Listen, you guys still owe me a check. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. It was bad for Dustin, he didn't do anything to deserve this. Probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor in my apartment building. Hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods. And you want to become a police officer? Failed almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. Never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has been really... Alright, my life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless. What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. That's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. Sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. Love didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It's a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up. Oh, well, I don't think my head is all that messed up yet. Going to find a new life for myself starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. And after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Phone call, 1 second. I have to walk away for a minute here, but speedrun. That's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. Saya, what a horrible day. I got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. Afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during the others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end he always comes up with the right verdict. My verdict. This person? I haven't got a clue. You know who Mr. Kane is, who's your first trial companion. Sorry, I'm putting my shoes on. Seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for somebody else. And this girl, Maya. You finally remembered. Oh my god, she's crying. This is my FA, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. Like that time she was wanted for murder. That's one of them. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me, but don't tell me you missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I think I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, that sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick, let's go. Our usual burger joint? Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back to my life. Can I walk away? And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Alright, I'll be right back. Slash marker cut. I'm back. Man, I was gone for like 35 minutes, dude. I'll have to walk away again, too. I do apologize. Take my shoes off. Story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. The lost turn about the end. He's done it, Forehead. Reunion and a turnabout. Sorry, is that young Maya? Elder sister? I'll save my progress again. It's only been a second, but I'll save it again. That was no accident. Oh, the blacks. I was drugged with sleeping pills. Oh, I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Any? I'll get to see you again, man. It's not your fault you didn't. I did it with that person. That wasn't you. That's what. I can't believe something like this happened. We're gonna prove that she's a medium in this case, and that it wasn't her behind the wheel. The events of the Lumi rainy afternoon that started that. How does that even work? Like, you just claim insanity at that point? Who gets charged? They're thinking you arrested Tombstone? Keep playing through my mind. Capital offense? What depressing rain? Do you understand how depressed that makes me, do you? Yes. Actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at the weather girl and me. Angry at the rainy spell will take a break, you know, after the day of sun. So then the girl said, I stick my life out. Well, it is the weather. That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. Come on, it's 2021, brother. These umbrellas, though. What nerve pulling for a weather girl? She's over here about my $59 suit. Touch your face. Aren't you planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. All that before we got down to business, we could have some free chatting. My name is Magic Gray. I'm a surgeon. I'm right up under his knife. Sorry, I'm not getting through apparently. There, okay. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're a doctor at... Dude, that he beefed it. Look at that, man. Oh, Grandpa. Those look like the zombies from the one Scooby-Doo movie. It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. You might want to get a better fitting for your glasses. Yes, I hear you. I agree it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. When the screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, that wasn't good. And yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and had herself a grand old accident and crashed into her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. That's right, about a year ago, all the tabloid shows are talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice in the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I now? I'm just gonna say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? Well, she's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, doctor, and focus. More to the point, the case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? It's simple because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. It just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as much patients nowadays. You understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. For me, I don't think I'd want to go there either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? But this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya, what? I heard you were working under her for a little while. What? Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked her few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not. You must be an extraordinary girl that handles such a rigid training. Oh, I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment? For what? What else? The channeling. I'm gonna have her call the spirit of the nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh, Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because of the power that communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. Yes, she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. The ripe old age is 16. Not counting training, this will be the first time channeling spirit. She gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. Said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? This is why I've searched you out. Why did you do that hand thing? You want to see her too, don't you? Honestly, I'm gonna get something better without her here, and so that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. It's only one case, but it was pretty good without her. Korean village. This is Korean village. Maya's hometown. Why, hello there? One not little girl. Hey, what up, Pearly? Someone else is coming this way. Nick? Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. Not that big of a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated, just a little. Only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. You decided, you know? Well, to become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh well. Anyway, congratulations. Glad to hear training is going well for you. Ah, it's good to see this tarnished badge again. What do you mean by tarnished? Well look, this badge is like every other. Bound to lose its color and shine after years and years. But you know, polishing it up once in a while wouldn't be a bad idea. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I don't think it would be this soon. But, this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Aha, behold the power of Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And they pinned the blame on the nurse. He killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network? Anyway? The tabloids. What I thought. Just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Korean village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Just in the water or something? Bad burial grounds? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. It's probably true since the Fey ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of the village are mediums. So what do you men do? They usually work somewhere outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about the girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Yeah, Pearly. Pearl Fey, she's my cousin. Isn't she adorable, just like yours truly? Cousin? Wait, that means... she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tried to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearlie is my aunt's most valuable treasure. Or valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. Doesn't know much about the world outside of Korean village. Aunt? Pearlie's mother is my aunt, though. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I gotta get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. What's the mortgage in this place? Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. They paying you to be a medium? She stole the same perky Maya. An old bus stop, it says Korean Village on the signpost. Buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. Old style phone booth. I can't say it fits in with the area too well. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows? I need a little later. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on the beat-up old sign. Looks like this giant rock is called the Korean Boulder. A really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in or something like that. Rustic thatched roofed houses where the other villagers live in line the street. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. Kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers walking around though. They don't exist, forehead. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fey Manor, the place Maya calls home. Easily overwhelmed by his presence. I'll be going inside, please. Meditation room? Sorry, I do feel a bit icky. If I sound a bit weird. Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. Well, rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. It was like talking about the weather was this guy is just asking for punishment. Anyway, this is a splendid manor. The argument there is hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Really? It's like 2 rooms. Here, Mr. Wright, I want you to have a copy too. Guide map added to the court record. I can't present this? To Josh and me? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Look, here's my attorney's badge. You're trying to compete with me and my profession with this piece of scrap. I am a surgeon. Compared to your lawyers, I'm practically a saint. Yes, well, I don't exactly have any patience right now. But I'm listening good. I'm not the one that makes the mistake. The doctor needs his head examined. You named your hallway Winding Way. If you say so. What are you going to do once a nurse's spirit has been called? Is it obvious? I'm gonna have her write a signed confession. Signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. But I'll have her write. The confession. The rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So how did you hear about the Maya Fey? Heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. A girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling. The home, huh? Miss Maya is the daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Hold on. Do math in my head for something unrelated. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. People and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? I'm gonna move in without you. June 19th, Fey Manor, Channeling Chamber. Wow, such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles? Really? Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? What are you slurping on, my dear lady? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so, Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. It's unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady that says I think I'm doing my job. When will I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? Past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. Good sir. Eck. We'd like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations? Sure, go ahead. She's a Fae, alright, just as odd as the rest. So why did you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. It must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. Uh-huh. So about Mystic Maya, it's the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining. What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling technique. Okay. Then, where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am really a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter how her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Korean school. So how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's. That's how it is. Today's channeling will be here first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of the person who dies in the traffic accident is usually very strong. Usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident, indeed. Channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So this room is the channeling chamber? Place where the spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observe the session. You don't even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client enter here. Oh. Distinguish of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in the front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, the heavy door is securely locked. And that's what the lock is for? Oh yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl. She is an adorable and angelic young girl. That is Pearl. Oh, that odd. She is my daughter now, then? She's my daughter. Now then, what was it you wish you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have, Pure heart that knows not the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. Must insist the stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Goodbye. June 19th. Winding way. This garden looks really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. Small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. It's really old urn. Really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It's something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting. So it's time to move on. There's a room over there too. Peaceful feeling is emanating from it. Splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. Yes, you've mentioned. So this is the side room? Like more of a break room. Bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in that one. Shouldn't disturb them. Bedding spread out on the floor. That's someone sleeping in over there. She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break from catching some disease. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. Empty. 4. Decorative wooden bear sculpture. Plate attached to the base. Korean village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. Does it mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? Small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up in a storage space. But here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. First time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. You know? Carry on. Hey, you, hold on now. That gal's got a few questions to ask. Sure, I've heard the southern accent somewhere before. Hey, I have no freaking idea. How have you been? I haven't seen you in, what, a year? It's something weird. I can't think of it. You are, a lot of hair. And a lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo. The one and only paranormal photographer, a lot of heart. And so I guess you're still a bit being a photographer, I mean. Of course. Today I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. Wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. Channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We should all hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case, but I guess looking back, we had some good times too. I wouldn't say that. We will now begin the channeling. Ms. Maya and honored guests, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. When he dies. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mr. Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yup, right here. This is most satisfactory. He is a one of a kind, so please take care of it well. I'll be fine, Ann Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Click. What are you slurping on? No, let's just wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny, come we ain't allowed in that room. Dear Madame, you have an impressive grasp of the English. From what did you learn from it? From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland. If that's so, then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. What, Arya? This is Korean village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Gosh, I shut the lot up. And that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Bang. Hey now, what was that just now? Came from inside the channeling chamber. Bang. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? Heard the sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there? Break into the chamber. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? Well, if we go home to break in. What? But the only one key and the kid's got it. I have to break down the door. Is that alright, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there is one matter. That is, try to stop me. I can send the repair bill to the Wright & Co. law offices later. And that's what I call being a man. Slam. Slam. Crash. Dr. Gray. Click. Aye. I was murdered? Maya? That man murdered me? So I killed him? What? Quick. Lotta at the time like this. Although this is perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Get away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy, leave this to the granny. June 19th, Korean Village. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good, Valdi. I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She's really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death about what's going on. Hey, they'll be here soon, right? The police, I mean? Reckon you should be getting back to the crime scene now. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only 2 of them in there? Reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what did you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That one gent with the bad, there's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like a wet sheep. Sort of got the same impression for myself. He's real controlling. His nurse and patients don't know do what he says. He starts to holler. Must have been real tough to work for him. Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? Return to this world, the spirit severing technique was successful. And Mr. Year, please. Still unconscious, I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. I just have to wait outside. The police are here, sorry to keep you waiting. You again? What are you doing all the way out here to Gumshoe? Actually kinda funny, I was in the area for the business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. The question everyone here later on, so just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? I'll show you the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe. My name isn't Gumshoe. The 2 of them went to the channeling chamber. So all I can do now is see what everyone else has to say. Police are busy running here and there. And don't see Maya anywhere. You don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Let me ask you this. I'm really busy right now. I can't take a look at it later, alright, pal? Okay. About Maya, I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, the girl is the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room, but Maya is more about her later, pal. Right now, I got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Gumshoe looks like a real professional, and yeah, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But also stabbed in the chest with a knife. Didn't know knives made gunshot sounds. A knife? Wait. No, that's the wrong video. Let me see what you have. A knife. No. Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. No. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? That is, like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling? Channeling? Oh. No, actually, the situation's kind of changed. Like, what did you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person that killed another person. Oh, that's, what are those words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah, after all of that effort, and that's all she had to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Ini Mini. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology. I mean, they didn't mention the name in the intro. Trying to remember where. Person jumped out of the car or something. That's right. I think people like usually call it out occult studies or something, like supernatural phenomenon, ESP and psychic powers, sort of stuff. It's pretty out there. I'm finished right, by the way. I'm really sorry, but I'm not all that smart, so I don't like get it. Why does it feel like she's just putting on an act? So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to the dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see, then why were you taking me nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good? Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds? They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. That doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. Totally feel like I wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that? I, like, totally knew nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed it? Urging the request of the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago. I was, like, a patient? Yeah? Sounds like she's trying to hide something. You know I'm about to play out here? Like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not all that smart. So I don't, like, get it. Goodbye, ma'am. There's no one here, as usual. Heck. Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Sounds as ever. What's that she got in her hand? Seen this somewhere before? What is it? Is it my hair? That's a spiky. Or is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place for your buyer. Lotta? God, don't let it be me next. Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands, mine. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? That's just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. Some scary stuff, so I don't think I'm going to try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore? What's up to? Oh, what's up? Am I dying? Oh yeah. What is it? Took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. She did, too even. Theon's murder. Theon's murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. A lot of. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut him wrong, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the skip of the century. Ah. Aha. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Let's see what happened. Oh dear, madame. You have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. The following morning. Yawn, ugh. Morning, I guess I must have nodded off at some point. Hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. 2.5 hours later. Nick. Maya, what am I going to do? Never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, first time I met her. All started right here in this detention center. Finally. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I didn't. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. Doesn't matter. Might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I wouldn't bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Sorry, Nick, but there's nothing really special about it. That's just offensive. Bury my bones. You're the master something of the curry in the school of channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. Since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. Many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. But Maya's channeling a spirit. Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. Supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Wright said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on the nurse's appearance. What exactly happened to the channeling chamber? Or in the channeling chamber? Went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Alright. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. Sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. That's the last thing I remember. What? If your spirit comes into my body, I lose myself. My consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms, and there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead, buried in the ground. I couldn't move. It was unbearable. Really suffocating. You want something like that? I see. I have no idea what to say to that. A really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelled that same scent before. This is all about the information I'm going to gather for today. Back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? What is it? Document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But? What's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. Murder. Almost the sound of that yet. But I did. I killed that person. These. I was hoping she was gonna pull out the straps. One 9mm Beretta and another butterfly knife. The karambit. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me? Help me? I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? Sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. Magical charm, and it's always protecting me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Magatama received from Maya. Slightly translucent. It's small, but it has a deep, profound aura of gravity. Find a new lawyer. June 20th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. For you, it feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper that the Wright brought the other day? Ah, here it is, right on the top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Wright Surgical Clinic. I will not check it. You're going to travel 2.5 hours just to go back to say hi? I want to take a couple minutes here again, so I apologize. But like after that, I'll come back for like another hour and or maybe 2. So I will be back.